A little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone can see these scars. I am what I want you to want, what I want you to feel, but it's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you to just believe this is real. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I'm a little bit insecure, a little unconfident, cause you don't understand to do what I can, but sometimes I don't make sense. I am what you never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you for once just to hear me out. So let go, watching you turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here cause you're all that I got. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. No, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not. Right now, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me like it or not. Right now. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I can't feel the way I did before. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change this damage anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. I can't feel. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Time won't change. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored.
What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday, April 27th, 6:22 p.m. Central Time. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday evening, because I know that tomorrow's Monday and we all got to work, and a lot of us don't like Mondays here. You know? So enjoy it while you can.
My hands.
I'm sorry. What is going on?
I think that was Scotty.
I didn't even know that there's people on the platform. I can't even see people on the panel.
It was me, Bagoomba, and Scotty.
Yeah, well, my screen is just showing my screen.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's all black. You don't see your normal animations.
Yeah, I don't see you guys on the panel at all. I just see... Yeah, you guys are... Okay, so what I will do
You want to
is...
restart?
Hold on. Okay, we're gonna try this again one more time. Let's see if this actually works.
I see your screen.
There we go. Now it's
Got
working.
it.
Yeah. So essentially, it is Sunday, getting ready for Monday, and we only have about 6 days before the proposal is complete, and hopefully we can go live with those new coins or tokens on the METALX, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
You know, I'm hoping that by the time, you know, these 6 days are over, they have this up and running ASAP. You know, and we can probably get more people in as much as we can.
Jojo, do you know how long it took them last time they added coins?
Negative, sir. When I actually started using the platform, it was all those coins were already there, so I don't know. However, when I read the proposal on the XPR network on the governance section, it sounds like they were already planning it. So I'm guessing that they might have it kind of set up. Maybe I'm wrong, or it might take another month. But if it sounds like they've kind of pretty much have it set up, I'm hoping it happens very quick.
Rather quick.
Yes. And get more coins on there, get more utility. Keep making XRP looking terrible, and XPR looking better every time.
I'm gonna begin my farming and borrowing and lending journey on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Really.
Okay. Well, what's wrong with today?
I'm having an issue transferring shit.
Okay. So yeah.
Earlier.
Well, I will say this, that the farming is paying pretty well. I keep accumulating more coins or tokens, depending on what it is. I don't mind. I don't mind earning a lot of loan protocols. I think the loan protocols are great too to have. And if you have to use your XPR coins to, build more loan protocol rewards on the farming, I'm okay with that. 14% is 14%.
Sure the hell is.
And I did move some Ethereums to the lending department, and so in the lending area, so I'm happy with that too. So, if I can build a lot more on there and get more loan protocols or swap them for some, what do they call it? Some more metal blockchains. If it's $20 for the whole, I don't know, for the whole month, I'm happy with $20 for the whole month of nothing but pure XPRs, or not XPRs, metal blockchains. Because that one is also really good.
Gotta work on that name. Sounds weird saying the whole thing.
What?
Metal blockchains.
Oh, metal blockchain tokens?
It's like a catchy like acronym or something.
Oh, okay. I can buy more metal tokens.
Nice. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to remember that.
Metal. Sounds very strong.
Yeah. And by the way, that also I forget that for all the people, the 8 or 9 people that are on this channel, I do have the stream running live as well on YouTube. So if you want, you can just look it up on JoJo's Crypto and you'll see it with the Chainlink logo, and you'll find it. It's running live. If you missed this episode, which is fine, you can watch it there. Oh, look at that little Tato. I can't pronounce that. It is a great crypto. It is a coin and not a token. And it has a lot of utility, a lot of use case. If you haven't been watching us, you can definitely find us on YouTube. I know a lot of them are the people that are on this panel. You'll see them on there as well, and you'll hear a lot about, we'll talk about XPR network and how great it is. One thing is to make promises, is another is to actually act on it and deliver to the retailers on what you can do with your coins or tokens. So yes, little Tato. I think it is. It is a US base, isn't it, Shops?
Is it San Francisco or California?
Yeah, I figured it was.
Shops playing with his bread.
Oh, he's eating the bread. But overall, it is.
Yeah, it's US.
Overall, it is something a little bit far more bigger and better than XRP. I will say that. And not saying you should sell them, but you can definitely use those tokens on the borrowing and lending department platform. So that's something that you should think about. And so yes, I see that we got some of the same people here. All right, that are watching us. Thank you. How's everybody's Sunday evening? Oh, quiet, I guess.
How are you? I'm working and listening at the same time. I'm almost done now.
You're working. It's Sunday.
I know, but I am my own company. You know, I never stop working.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I guess that's when you become the boss. You work 7 days a week.
It's something to aspire to, but then it can be a big pain in the ass.
I think I read.
Said I heard that.
Yeah.
And then the Rindu. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if I pronounced it right, but okay. Yeah, we got to get those all the way up. And make sure we spread the word, the gospel, to all of our followers about the XPR. Okay. So I have been charting today, gone back to that, and I've been charting Ethereum. I'm hoping that it keeps going to where it's at 1791, and if it comes back down to like 1670, hopefully that'll give us another bounce back. Yeah, I would say about 1675. What about you guys? Anybody charting here?
Okay.
I looked at H bar earlier.
How's that doing?
I don't know. It's okay. I'm looking for so I had luck with Sui, so I'm looking for the next one that I want to do something.
Oh, you're looking for confirmation?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like H bar might move a little. I don't know. But I'm a rookie charter, like 100%. So
that's fine. I'm rookie myself. I think I'm only 6 months into this thing, if at most.
Seems like Bar has been consolidating for like 3 months.
What's been consolidating for 3 months?
You talking about H bar, Bagamba?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been consolidating. I don't know. It just shows like little small indicators that maybe it might do something. Nothing huge, but at least something better than what it's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine sideways there.
Let's see what else we have. Tau still seems to be holding pretty strong. Yep.
For everybody in the chat and in the panel, I think I was saying earlier that I was watching on YouTube. Was that God Bless Bitcoin?
It's a great movie.
Yeah, if you have not had a chance to see that, and it really doesn't matter how long you've been in crypto or interested in blockchain, but for the majority of the newer people coming into this community, we tend to focus a lot on individual projects or talking about XRP and about cross-border payments and about specifics of actual blockchain. But if you really want to get a broader understanding about why cryptocurrency is so important and how it all began with Bitcoin and the pure, just a greater understanding of our current financial system and how important Bitcoin is and how important DeFi is to our future and even our present times in all facets of life. It's just something that everybody should watch.
Yes, yes.
Also explains the importance of not having a centralized bank.
System.
Yeah, system, CBDC or whatever you want to call it.
Yes. It made it far more clear as to the unique of how Bitcoin is, regardless of that it takes about 15 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour or a couple hours to make a transaction, right? And so that's when you're moving stuff around. But overall, its uniqueness that it's not controlled by anybody. And
Except for the holders.
except for the holders, right? But even then, like if you think about it, is there really someone out there that have purchased more than half of those bitcoins? I don't think so.
No.
Way too expensive.
It really gives a full spectrum explanation of everything that has to do with the importance of Bitcoin. But the one, way they put it that really just put it into perspective for me was, right now, like every time Chris and I go out of the country, you can't bring more than $10,000 in cash outside of the country or back into the country. You have to declare it, then you have to pay taxes on it.
That's right.
And it all has to do with the government control of our current monetary system worldwide. It doesn't have to just do with our country. It has to do with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So with your Bitcoin or with cryptocurrency in general, you could own 100,000 Bitcoin and go fly in a plane right now, walk into Mexico with it, and live your life. And to have that kind of freedom and power over your own financial position is just unreal to me. Like, just every time I see something or I read about it and go deeper, it's just mind blowing and not surprising at the same time why certain governments are fighting so hard against it.
Right, because they have no control of Bitcoin, and people always have access to their money if you have Bitcoin. When you go to a socialist country, for example, it's a centralized, almost a very totalitarian system, depending on where you go, and it's government control. And at any moment, they can press a button and stall your account or shut down your account, and you have no access to your money. That's how insane, that's how dangerous it is. But when you have Bitcoin, you always have access to Bitcoin. Always.
Like some of those examples that they were given of our current, systems around the world, like let's say, there's a prime minister of a country that pisses somebody off and says something, or not even a prime minister, but anybody, right? Let's just say they tweet something and they piss somebody off in the government. Well, the government, say they take a plane, and by the time their plane lands, they could have all their money, no access to their money. The government has that kind of control. I mean, they have that kind of control among us here today. Let's say you owe taxes and the government wants to seize your assets. There's, nothing stopping them. They can garnish 100% of your bank account if they wanted to.
Or charge you taxes for the entire life of the time that you
Exactly.
own the property.
And just the impenetrability and the inability of governments to access your wealth is unreal, that there's not more people in this world fighting for it.
Oh, there are people fighting for it. It's just not the people that don't have money. It's the people who have
Everybody
money.
should be fighting for it, right? I mean, but the people that don't have money are the overwhelming majority, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what it's doing for third world countries, like what it did for
That's right.
war zones, right? Where they can't transact, and Bitcoin is able to be used to fill those gaps, like in the Ukraine.
That's right.
That happened. It's just incredible. Everybody should watch it. It should just be a requirement. It should be like a required class in high school.
Yeah,
And
no.
to piggyback off of what we, oh, sorry, Jojo.
Go ahead.
To piggyback off of what you were saying a few minutes ago, like it might take 10, 15 minutes or an hour to like complete the transaction, but it goes from me to you, not 6 institutions in between charging fees for each and every single transfer or whatever, and then also taking 30 days to result in funds being like fully transferred and available.
It's the process of having to settle through multiple ledgers.
That's
That's
right.
the process is, when we're transferring money using fiat, it's got to, they're all individual ledgers, so it has to settle the transactions, and that takes a lot of time. So when there's a centralized, one ledger, one universal ledger for Bitcoin, it's a much easier and faster transaction. And, this is just kind of like, I'm not, fighting for Bitcoin here, but it's about fighting for blockchain and for crypto in general.
That's
I
not
mean,
true. I'm fighting for Bitcoin.
I am too, trust me. But at the same time, you know what I mean? It's just the use case for DeFi, crypto in general is, no CBDCs, nothing of that nature, no centralized blockchains, which enables control. I mean, it is the credo for the entire blockchain and crypto world.
And that's where, when I said a while back, I started to really minimize so many coins that were out there on so many exchanges, because there is no other coin out there like Bitcoin.
Absolutely not. But how this all ties into what you talk about, JoJo, on a daily basis is that once you're in this world of crypto, right? It's, there's millions, we were saying last night, right? Sleep said there's millions of different projects. But we all know what the major ones are. But if while you're here, you want to make your money work for you and you want to earn money off of your crypto that is just sitting there, XPR and metal is the way to go.
That's right. And what's even more crazy is like, sometimes if you own a single Bitcoin, overall, if you wanted to, borrow against it using a different coin, right? Like, I don't know, like Doge or Ethereum, that's a game changer right there, because those interest rates are they're pretty high compared to just Bitcoin alone. But overall, you can make some money doing nothing and utilizing a different coin to build you money, which is insane.
And where you can't do that is your bank.
Exactly.
Or here out in the real world. You know what I mean?
That 0.0001% for your savings annual percentage rate is awesome. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'll say this though. Speaking of the banks, I have something that I don't like about the banks, because I know many people say that, well, I can go to a bank and ask for a loan, get a loan using my Bitcoin, right? Well, I had this thing that's a terrible fucking idea in my head. But maybe you guys can correct me on that. And that's a terrible idea, because if we remember history, when the fiat system came about, or the Federal Reserves was established in the 1923s, around that area, or 1910.
1913.
Thank you. Close enough, right on the second try. But when that was established, we all knew what happened. People used to trade, right, with gold, real money. And when the feds came in, we started using paper money, fake money, that was somewhat backed by gold. But eventually, the banks never gave people's assets back, ever.
They jacked up the price and sold it.
Exactly. And you know what? And that reminds me, memories, flashbacks of that idea, that if you go to the bank and you ask for, you get a loan by using your Bitcoin, what's not to say that the banks can change the laws out of nowhere and say, yeah, we no longer can, we can't give you no longer your Bitcoin back ever again.
It's been confiscated.
Exactly. And this is part of the reason why Donald Trump always says, don't ever sell your Bitcoin. And it's true. Never give your Bitcoin away. Because it can happen again with the digital world, right? With the crypto space, and they can say, well, you know what? For those that came into the bank and asked for loans, and we use their Bitcoins because we have these kinds of problems, we can't no longer give you guys your Bitcoins back. We're gonna give you credits. Like, fuck that. No thanks.
But then the same fiat process would kind of start all over again.
Most likely. Because let's be realistic, Bagumba. There is no money in Fort Knox. There isn't.
Probably not. Probably not at all.
Like, why would you keep the gold in Fort Knox, right? When our dollar's backed by nothing. There's no reason to keep it there. Why would you keep it there?
To put everyone's mind at ease.
Exactly, and so that's what I'm saying. There is no fucking gold in there at all. I don't believe it. Most people can say whatever the hell is they want to say. They can say that they have like 20, 30, 40%. They don't have it. It is gone. What you're probably seeing.
Back in like 1971, we pretty much sold it all.
Yeah. And whatever happened to when, remember, Donald Trump said that he was going to go check and see the Fort Knox? Whatever happened to that? I'm still waiting. Haven't seen it yet.
You know why?
Yeah, because the motherfucker's gone. It's not there.
Good empty rooms.
Yeah, nothing but bunk beds, probably. So, yeah.
Example that they used where the guy was holding a silver dollar, and I remember having silver dollars. Like, my great grandparents or grandparents used to give me those, and I have no idea what happened to them. But if you have a legitimate silver dollar, right, like, you would think that the value of that would be $1, right? But no, because of the way they've fucked with our currency, it's like $32 would actually, fiat money would actually equate to one silver dollar today. And if that doesn't blow your mind and understand the abuse of our current paper money system and inflation and everything that has to do with the dilution of our currency and the dilution of our wealth, I mean, that is unreal.
Hey.
And it's not sustainable.
No, it's not. Lobster wallet, I have used it, but I don't need. Again, this is where we go back again to these wallets. If these wallets don't allow you to make you money, there's no point of having a wallet in general. And it is in our region, an American region, if that's what you're trying to get at. But yeah, so overall, that is the reason why I have this bad feeling about people actually going into the banks and utilizing their Bitcoin and getting a loan. I would never fucking do that, ever. Because again, once the banks have possessions of your Bitcoin, you are screwed. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm overthinking about it.
No, I don't think you're overthinking it at all. I think at some point they would just be like, oh, well, you paid the loan back in full, but we're going to give you this instead.
Exactly. They're gonna give you some XRPs.
You just hold on to this. Trust me.
Because that narrative is baked into the price already.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, just trust the process, trust the plan. Yeah, okay.
I got lots of gold. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, the only people that are wearing gold right now are the rappers and the athletes and all those people around their necks and wrist. You know.
It's probably diluted gold though.
Yeah, whatever, but at least there's still gold. Well, some of it.
A little bit of it. It's like a shell.
Okay. Lobster investments. It allows you to get on Stellar X through the app, which have pools. Okay, so you got some stuff. Okay, but this one out here is a little bit better than what you got right there.
He's showing it. His name is Lobster Investments.
You know, I'm just saying it, my man. That the METALX is a little bit better than that. Now, we don't have the XLM yet, but we are waiting for 6 days for that to expire on the proposal. And if it does come through, I don't know, man. I think you're better off just leaving that Lobster wallet and coming down to the web auth at the METALX, man. You're gonna win more. You're gonna get tired of winning. It says I'm more into caviar investments, better on long term. Is that the Venzo, the D Venzo that would normally?
Yeah,
that is him.
He's got a new login for the Rebels.
Yeah, he gets bananaed and creates new accounts.
Oh.
I heard in Waddy's live that Heck got bananaed for something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
He's a risky guy.
He really isn't. That's what I'm saying.
That's the point of it.
I just keep asking myself because he's always on a live and everything else, and I'm like, do you ever work?
Happened to us this morning.
I was like, does he work? What does he do? I was like, he's always on the live. You know, but
He has Airbnbs, and he said this morning that he worked with famous people. I can't remember who it was now.
Yeah, he's working on a crypto project too. I think he said he was just about to talk about soon.
okay. Well, I was just asking because like I always see him and stuff like that, and I'm like, this guy is always here. What does he do? You know.
Network.
You know, I myself, you know, I think after tonight, you probably won't hear from me until like Thursday night.
Bullshit.
Don't go there. I'm no. You're gonna hear. I just can't do that.
Jojo, you're getting soft, man.
Oh, fuck off.
Do what? What were we about to talk about?
Give me your address. I'm sending you a turtleneck.
Soft but still quick.
I don't know, man. I think you're reporting yourself. That's what it is. Okay, let's see if this person is real. Nope. Gave it a shot. But by the way, if anybody that's new into crypto and you have questions about XPR, right? What the hell is XLM on METALX? There's a lot of questions and answers to that. So if you have questions, feel free to jump on the live. It's Sunday and we all want to have a good evening. So.
Do you have any news coming out this week that we're expecting? Anybody know? Any summits or?
No, but I tried working on that damn tokenization and I failed so miserably. I tried it for about an hour and a half and I just finally gave up on it. That's the only news I have. So I have to find some patience again and do something. XPR will go to the moon. That's what it's gonna do.
Moon.
Mm-hmm. Or to this black hole.
It's either going to go up or down. We know that for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
How's that bread, Chops?
He said Trump's 100th day in office is on Tuesday. He plans on giving a speech. So if you know, you know. Do you know what time is that speech going to be? Oh, okay. So I just have to. Well, that sounds important. No, nobody knows. Okay, great. By the way, which like I said, I have to say again, if you missed this episode, you can find us on YouTube. Just type in JoJo's Crypto with the Chainlink logo, and it is streaming live. You can follow me there, or you can watch the video later on there as well. And I'm pretty sure if you watch those videos, you get to know a little bit about us more often and about what we've talked about. Fuck off, DeVenzo. But overall, yes, those videos will stay on YouTube forever. So that'll be that. And so as far as news, I have no news right now. I am empty-handed, other than the fact that you were watching the God Bless Bitcoin. It is a great movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. I would give it a 20 out of 10 if I could. Oh, but I do know something though, is that Pro Shares. I'm sorry, can you come up to the panel and elaborate a bit on that, please? It's called God Bless Bitcoin Unlock. It's on YouTube, it's free, and I guarantee you, you will love it.
It's really good. You gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm. It's a
He's
movie.
talking about, yeah, Jess is talking about the ETF that's coming out, the XRP one that's coming out.
Oh boy, get ready for more liquidity.
Oh, he said it.
How can they come out with that when the lawsuit's not done?
It's not, it was so, it's not, and you're right, but it doesn't, it's not a futures one. Is it a spot or is it a just regular ETF?
I think she said ETF.
Yeah, so it's either a futures or
Yeah, it's an ETF. Shares.
Pro Shares ETF. Anyway, they don't do anything for crypto, so as far as running it up or anything. So,
Right.
does ETF slow down markets? You think?
He's got some bars there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How is CCS joining the live yet he's in the panel?
Well, that's because he just
He hopped back up.
Oh, he
Or
did.
hopped back
Yeah.
up. Yeah, what was that?
No, it's so ETFs don't have anything to do with the actual. It takes place on the stock market, and it doesn't have anything to do with increasing or running the value, other than being free advertising for it. So it could, it could be a coincidence that it went up as a result, because more retail people may have gotten in it from hearing about it.
But doesn't Spot
Spot
does.
Spot does. And
Yeah.
but there's no spot ETFs that have been approved yet, from what I know, for XRP.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay.
I haven't checked on that in like a week, but I don't think anything's happened in a week.
Yeah, I mean,
Vince, you're funny.
oh, that's fun. That's wild. Yeah, so I mean, we're hoping just that they cut those interest rates, because the idea was to, bring prices down on mortgages, right? And people are just paying a lot of fucking money. I mean, some of the stories that I hear from people on what their monthly mortgages are is insane. So
Say that last part again, JoJo.
I said the amount of money that people are paying on their mortgages is insane.
The amount of money it's gone up over the past 10 years with property taxes and appreciation is what's insane.
It is.
But I heard something along the lines of like banks are actually paying their loans, their mortgages, to prevent foreclosures, to make it appear like foreclosures aren't going to happen. Anybody hear about that?
Yeah, good luck. Everybody's like one paycheck away from being homeless.
Oh, no. I don't mean like paying them for you, but as in
I know.
paying it to make it not past due, but like still expecting to go through that process with you, but keeping technically the owed debt in good standing, if that makes sense.
No, that's exactly what I know what you're getting at, but I'm just saying in general, that they can pay, whatever loans they owe, but that's not going to change the fact that these mortgages are so fucking high. I mean, you got to understand, people live paycheck to paycheck. They're only one paycheck away from becoming homeless.
Yeah, that's the same. Like, imagine the people that bought their home in 10 to 13 that got it for $1,000 a month in their mortgage, and now with the appreciation and taxes, they're paying $4,500. Like, that's huge without barely having any pay raises over that 10-year period,
It's not only that, it's non-disclosed increases in mortgage insurance too.
Yeah.
So between
and the insurance on top of all that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we're oversupplied on homes, okay, in America because the houses are too expensive. We know that there's about 700,000 U.S. homeless people, right? And we're like at 1.8 million oversupplied in homes. We also know that there's like almost around about 95,000 foreclosures. So what does that tell you? That is a lot of money. If I say 95,000, you multiply that by an average of, I don't know, 200,000. You do the math. That is insane.
Yeah.
Let me see what that number tells me.
Crazy.
Yeah. So 95K.
Anybody here buy their house in like 2010 to 15? If they own a property?
For 5 blueberries.
Did you happen to purchase any property during that time, though?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the thing that doesn't, the way that my business works is it doesn't really matter because I'm buying at pennies on the dollar anyways, so it's always 2015 prices for me.
I gotcha.
So like if I did my job right, then you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I bought a fourplex a couple of years ago for $70,000. It has a leak today, and I was thinking about how inconvenient that was. I was dealing with it this afternoon, and I thought, man, I really didn't pay anything for this. Why do I care? So at the end of the day, it's like, but yeah, dude, it's like, it's hard when, especially now for everybody too, it's like they're going to start printing more money. What do you think that's going to do to housing?
For it to go up.
Exactly. It's going to make it less attainable for people. I really think people are going to have to like do a lot more roommate situations than they probably ever anticipated in the future.
Yeah, begin to those forever dependents might legit become forever.
Why do you think I've been calling them dependents for 4 years?
The dependents.
I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, that I am grateful that I only pay, I believe, $740 a month on my rent.
That's your rent?
That's my rent.
Bro, that's nothing.
What's like your square footage? Is it like a 1-bedroom apartment, a 2-bedroom?
It's a 2-bedroom. Man, I've been here for years since I moved in North Dakota. But the point is, I moved because of the cost of living, right, in a small town, right? And because it gets insanely fucking cold during the winter season, many people leave. So it keeps everything, down. However, $700 a month here, $740 somewhere around there. That's a killer deal right there. This is why I'd rather just rent, take my chances on crypto, make some money here, and if I want to buy a house, I'll buy a house. Or the moment they start really pushing up those rents, then I'll consider about buying a house.
A theory on housing that a lot of people in my industry don't like. If y'all want to hear it, now that I've sold all my houses, I don't mind discussing it.
Look at that.
I think there's a lot of boomer housing that's been built that no one young, shops, you can maybe elaborate on this. You got younger 19, 20-year-old kids, and maybe some people in the chat. There's 27 people here, but who wants to move to Gary, Indiana, or the middle of the Dust Bowl of BFE where all the boomer housing is? And so they own all this real estate, and none of them really plan to move into retirement communities. So they'll do what they call sheltering in place until they, obviously age out. But there's a bunch of housing that is going to be vacant that no one really wants.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't think that single family housing is going to be continuing to go up at the rate that it has been. I think maybe in some areas it will, where the demand is high. I think Miami is going to stay Miami. You understand what I'm saying? Las Vegas and vice versa, these places. But you got to look at these younger populations and where they're migrating to and what their expectations are, and it has nothing that is aligning with what a lot of the elder generations have.
I will say this, though, I have a different opinion about Las Vegas. I think that Las Vegas is going to get in for a rude awakening. Because they are the Las Vegas Strip, all those hotels and those hustlers, right?
Yeah.
They are down 14% for the first quarter of the year.
So this isn't public yet, but MGM fired all their concierge.
Yes.
Every property yesterday.
Las Vegas is gonna collapse. Bad.
Yeah.
So.
People are they're putting their money in crypto and taking chances there.
Yeah, my mortgage is $2,300 a month.
I thought you paid your house with all those properties that you own.
I would never ever pay off a 2.25% mortgage, brother.
Never?
If I could give them less money every month, absolutely, I would.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
It's literally free money, because if you pay it off, you're giving away money that you can go get 5% or 4.5% on. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Even in the most unleveraged, risk-free, position.
Yeah, people are, all these people that live in Las Vegas that are so, how should I say it? Live in a superstitious city, right? They're not going to be able to make money. They're not having a lot of customers, traveling to Las Vegas, especially with these tariff wars going on. People don't want to come and visit, for starters. Second part is you're going to have all these girls with these fake asses and tits. They're going to be selling that shit too, just to make rent.
Imagine you go there, a drink is $12.
I have a friend. I was talking.
An alcohol drink is 18. It's ridiculous. It's like airport prices in Vegas now.
Yeah, and you got to pay resort fees and fucking parking fees and all of it. Yeah.
and they're trying to orient it or gear it towards like a family atmosphere. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, there's nothing I would never take my kids to Vegas. There's no fucking reason to take your children.
Yeah, I don't understand why people do that.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, I took my kids with us. You know, I'm like, bro, this is literally Sin City. Like, what do you? I don't, it's like Disney World for adults.
There were families everywhere the last time we were there. Remember, Lucian? Really? It was everywhere. Yeah, like you couldn't walk down like not Old Town. Old Town was a little bit sparse of kids, but there were still like kids down there on Fremont and everything.
Rollers.
That's wild.
I
wouldn't take my kids to New York City either.
Yeah, no, so a lot of those cities are gonna probably collapse. They're still gonna be pricey regardless. We all know California is gonna be California forever. We also know that New York is just gonna be New York, right, all the time. And Florida, it's always gonna be, Miami Vice. It's the state and the city with the most competition you could ever imagine, because that's also a very superstitious area in Miami. People want to live that crazy lifestyle, and you always gotta hustle really hard because it's so expensive there.
Yeah, it was just different than in Locke. Like, people are fucking crazy out there now, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, they're special kind of wild. You go to the arcade, you might end up in some guy's van.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just saying, like, it was different. I was talking to my wife about this earlier too, but like, we used to run the entire neighborhood. Like, you knew where people were based on where all the bikes were piled up outside.
Yeah, like or if they're not outside, they're in the woods, and they shouldn't be in the damn woods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Like, we just went everywhere.
Yeah, and Locke, I would.
My bike to like
Yeah,
miles away. I went to the mall. I mean, high school, everything, man.
Yeah.
Rode it everywhere.
And like, I would definitely be, unfortunately, I'd be going back to Vegas because I have a lot of family there. So it is what it is. Now, would I go to the casinos? I wouldn't say I wouldn't. You know damn well I would.
What do you like to do when you're in Vegas, Jojo?
If I can, meet up with some of my friends, have a little chat, meet up somewhere, that'd be nice. And then, but when I am there, I do like to go to the fight events that they have. It is the mecca of fighting.
Yeah.
You can go to like these local casinos where people, you got these all up and coming young fighters, and they want to make money, and they want to be on the UFC and boxing industry. That, and if it is, I won't lie, man. I would probably go to Hustlers, right? And Hustlers is a beautiful strip joint right across the street from the Las Vegas Raiders stadium. They got some nice TVs, good women there. You can watch. Yeah, they got a lot of good things there. 4K, boys, 4K.
He said it's the establishment across from the Raiders. He said, and let me clarify. That's across from the one and the only Allegiant Stadium. Consider yourself be blessed in the aura of its presence while you're enjoying.
It looks like a cruise ship.
It does.
It looks just like a cruise ship.
I don't know. I asked my wife if what she thought about cruises. She said they're great because we do all the private dinners and all that. She said she would have hated it if we did all the buffets and all that. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. I don't know, man. I like cruising. I like getting on a boat and just not being in charge.
Yeah, I mean, I like that too. It does have its. I'm always on the go. I never sit down.
I hear you.
Can't ever get comfortable on it. It's not like a vacation.
You have like restless leg syndrome. You're like,
got tired of that speedboat.
All right, I'm gonna go see what's on the third deck. I'm gonna go up to the top, go smoke a cigarette.
At beginner, I enjoy cruising.
Yeah, I love it there, but it's not a vacation.
I think like Royal Caribbean, if you have to go on a cruise, like Royal does a really good job. I don't know.
I think, you know what I think cruising is good for? Like, I do enjoy it. I do know what you know, once you're on the boat, you're on vacation and, you know, you really don't have to worry about anything after that. But it's a really great way to see multiple islands that you just want to say you've been there and you don't
Yeah.
really care about. Like, I've seen so many islands like that from cruising, but then, you know, for the islands I love, I don't want to leave them, you know?
Sure. So we've always like whatever places we've liked, we've always taken a trip back directly to stay there for an extended period of time. But like, you know, I have no fucking inclination to go see St. Nevis or St. Kitts anytime ever. I would never want to fly down there and get down there to a resort and just be like, oh, this island's a shithole. Like,
Yeah, so you know, I love St. Kitts, but I really loved St. Kitts, but I
Oh,
was
you like
fine
St.
being
Kitts?
there for a few hours. I don't think I'd ever go back there.
Like St. Thomas, it's cool for a few days. You go to
Yeah.
Megan's Beach and Megan's Bay, and like, but there's not a lot to do there, you know.
I
Like,
love Megan's Bay.
oh yeah. The problem is that everyone and their mother on TikTok
Goes there.
told everyone how to go there.
But you know where we went that I will never go back to again that I wish we would have just cruised to is the Dominican Republic. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
not impressed at all. I wish we would have not spent a week there. And
Why?
on
Came
someone-
around,
What was the experience like there? I'm just
It's
curious.
It's rough, bro. They're poor. They're on a
It
different
is.
level.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, like you're driving.
Dude, so before Haiti had all the
1 mile every 40
problems,
miles.
like, well, never mind. Before Haiti's problems got worse, let me rephrase that. We would go on, we had some friends, my wife and I did, that were older than us, but they would go on Norwegian, and they had like this private island right off the like Haitian coast right there. And I'm telling you, like, it was so beautiful, Lucian. Like, I mean, the water right there is such a beautiful place, just where the temperature is right there and everything is. But man, it's so sad what that country's become. And we actually went down there, my buddy and I, we built some houses and stuff in 2012 down there and did some mission work. And oh man, like, there's people down there that like snack on each other. It's awful.
like
Yeah.
that is, we've been to over 15 islands, and that is the only island I've ever been to where I did not feel safe. I mean, we have been to Jamaica. We were dropped off we flew into what were we
Kingston.
flying to?
I hear Jamaica's nice.
Oh, bro, I
We
love
love
Jamaica,
Jamaica.
JoJo. You let me know. I'll hook you up with my boy Travs. My boy Trav will fucking take you wherever you want to go.
Jamaica is awesome, but you know, we ended up, it's a long story how we got to Jamaica. We had our kids with us, and we flew into Kingston after two ladies on the plane told us that they were scared for us.
What?
We get to Kingston in the middle, like late at night. It is like not the place to be.
Where were you going? Were you going from Ocho Rios, or were you going from?
We were supposed to be going to St. Lucia, but there was a shit show in the United States with storms, and we ended up in Jamaica. So, whole long story. It's quite a story, though.
But I mean, like, were you on the Kingston? Because like, it's just Kingston, and then like,
we had to drive 2.5 hours at night.
yeah, dude, it takes
Trust the
forever to
cab.
get the fuck over there.
Yeah, to trust the cab driver, the hope that they weren't going to kidnap us and our kids. And this dude, 2.5 hours, drove us halfway across Jamaica, drops us off at midnight in the middle of Ocho Rios on the wrong side of a wall.
I think I'll skip Jamaica.
But
Bro,
no,
Jamaica's
I will tell you,
amazing,
it's
though.
wonderful. Like
Yeah,
we
it is
had,
really beautiful.
that was actually our most favorite family vacation we've ever taken.
Yeah,
I don't
Jojo,
trust.
it's-
I can't trust anybody being in a fucking cab for more than 15 minutes.
Oh, then Jamaica's everywhere is a while they drive to.
Yeah,
Nah,
you fly into Montego Bay. Don't ever fly into Kingston.
Yeah, you fly into Montego, and then you watch 26 people stand around while one guy unloads a bag. You get your bags an hour later. Then you go to the Hyatt Ziva. Trust me, and you get the junior suite swim up bar. And you stay put for about 4 or 5 days and enjoy yourself. And then if you want to leave, you go out. And you get my boy Trav to drive you. But you, dude, I would go to like Rick's Cafe. I would go to like Blue Hole. I'll send you some vids, JoJo, of like stuff we did and some of the climbing and the natural waterfalls. And like, bro, like I'll tell you, if you have any aches or pains, like they have these natural springs, and those guys will take you down into them, and like you literally Like I literally got in this water and I got out and I had like no more aches and pains. Like it was fucking crazy.
Well, that's what we gotta say. God bless Bitcoin. If it keeps,
He's gonna
increasing
be a
crypto,
king.
you know
He's
what
a
I
whole
mean.
pointer.
That's what you need. You need Bitcoin, right? But I
Yeah.
think I have my mind kind of set up on Italy. I just don't know where. Probably like Rome or something.
What, Italy? You should fly into Milan and then just rent a fucking car and have no agenda and just drive.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean, it's so small. Like, it's not like the United States,
Yeah,
right?
you
could
spend a
probably
month
see the
just
whole country.
drifting and staying in hostels for like $50 a night, bro.
that's amazing.
Yeah, you don't have an agenda. You just go down the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, I do like
Fucking eat your way through.
I do like history and stuff like that, and so I'm kind of curious about those kinds of things.
I think it would be good to go cruise the Mediterranean and then pick out places you liked and then take longer extended trips. I think that's a good way to do it too.
That's
But
the reason why I like cruises, though, so you can kind of see like a glimpse of the island. Like I want to go back to St. Martin for a week or something.
Oh, I love St. Martin, bro.
and Locke, it says I've seen Hostel, didn't end well for tourists.
Yeah, and like I see, that movie freaked me out. And every time I go to the hospital, I will
Wait,
know.
is that the one where they were farming those kids' fucking organs?
Yeah.
I remember that
I will
movie.
tell you
That
though,
that
like,
one kind of cooked me for a little while. I was kind of young when I watched that.
yeah, me
Like,
too.
That was not a good movie. Like, I mean, that was like the kind of movie that like you need to see a therapist afterwards.
Exactly. But
Well-
seriously, if none of y'all have ever been to St. Lucia, you've got to go to St. Lucia. By far, out of every place I've ever been in my life, it is the most beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I wonder if Europeans feel the same thing about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh. St. Lucia's amazing. I actually think Curacao Island is gorgeous as well. It's next to the overhyped
Yeah.
Aruba, which I think sucks.
That's actually on my bucket list.
Which one? Curacao?
Yeah, Curacao and
Curacao. Sorry, Curacao. Yeah, you're right.
Bonnier.
Why did we, Megan? Why did we like Curacao better?
Probably we're more remote.
You're not too that big.
I felt like the beaches were like
Beaches.
if you want to swim and see like wildlife and everything, like there's large like natural rock formations that are 50 yards out and 100 yards out on a large amount of sections of Curaçao's beach. And so like I could take my kid who was like 5.5 or 6 at the time. He was a pretty decent swimmer, but like we could go out there and snorkel even as the waves are coming in, and you see all the wildlife. You see
Heck
all.
That's all that Baguma and I like to do.
Yeah, so that's then Rotan is probably off Honduras is probably one of my first or second places that I like to go just snorkel. Like that place is amazing.
Yeah, Cozumel, if you ever like, they have so many protective reefs.
Oh, you're talking about the national parks and stuff. You can go
Yeah.
snorkeling. Yeah.
Like, we've done all of those reefs, and it is just unreal.
Zach, when you go, have you ever gone on like an excursion and you go snorkeling, right? Do they
Yeah.
just drop you off and you go swimming around?
Yeah.
All right, so when we were in Cozumel, our buddy, we go snorkel, right? We're all like, oh yeah, let's swim over there, and he's like, no. He threw a raft out from the boat and just said, hold on, and pulled us up and down the whole reef. Like we saw everything while we were there.
Oh, that's fucking boss.
Yes, dude, we saw like a 7-foot eagle ray, huge ass turtles. I mean, it was badass. But the whole thing, I feel like I've been jit my whole life because I've always been swimming around, and I got pulled behind a boat, and it was awesome.
I mean, we covered half the distance of the island being dragged behind a boat, looking at everything. It was
Yeah, in
amazing.
like an hour and a half.
I was like a cat in water when I went snorkeling. It was not pretty.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
So speaking of vacation, I think I saw a lot of pictures with Zach being on vacation. Where exactly are you right now?
Oh, that wasn't from then. That was Jamaica down at Rick's Cafe. That was me jumping off the cliff.
Oh, okay. That was like, I thought he said he was gonna go on vacation in May or something.
I am. I'm going to the Eastern Caribbean. We're going to St. Martin's and St. Thomas and Royal Caribbean's private island. And where else are we going? That's it. Okay. 3 sea days. Oh, we're on. What are we on? Icon? Icon of the Seas.
I actually
Is that the big one? Oh, good.
remember we took our friend's boat right next to it, and it is just overly impressive how massive that boat is.
It's
Like,
gargantuous.
huge.
Yeah, we've been on it we've been on it a couple of times. It's my second favorite boat. I think Wonder of the Seas is my favorite. It's slightly smaller than Icon, but like the way the bar is laid out for the type of margaritas I like to drink, and from where the kids area is. My wife likes the kids area. I can give a shit. The way the bar is set up is it's fucking
Sorry.
yeah, it's fucking great.
Well, that's why when I take my vacation, the plan is to take maybe like how I would like to do, like if I don't go anywhere, I don't mind doing just a regular 2-week vacation. I can drive here, there, wherever places. But if it's a long vacation, or if I'm gonna travel, yeah, I'm gonna need like about a month or a month and a half. And I know crypto can take care of that for me.
There you go.
You know, so it's gonna do its job.
Jojo, I think you want to go to XRP head office, right? For vacation?
Not even, no. If it's in New York, I wouldn't even drive near that fucking area.
I think it's in California,
Oh,
Silicon Valley.
I'm sorry, that's Chainlink. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused for that. Yeah, I wouldn't even go over there anyways.
We did the week before Christmas on Icon of the Seas. That was fucking cool. It was all done up. I need crypto to rip.
That's exactly
Our
what I'm
first
saying.
cruise that we ever went on, we did over Thanksgiving. It was interesting being in. We were in actually Atlantis on Thanksgiving Day.
What did they do for food for Thanksgiving? Because I have a reserved, but they said I could move it. Turkey.
They had like something special in the dining room, but we didn't even like. Chris and I are not like, we don't like schedules, and we don't, so we just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. So that night we actually ended up just going to the buffet because we met some friends that we had been hanging out with, and we just kind of did that because it wasn't crowded and for the first time ever. And it
Oh, I
wasn't.
gotcha.
We just didn't want to deal. It was one of those dressy nights. Like, I don't do dress up. Like, I barely get out of my bathing suit, and like clothes just aren't a thing for me on vacation. So
Yeah.
I don't ever do those dress up
Like,
nights.
I'm not expensive when it comes to dress clothes. I do buy nice leisure wear, though. I understand.
Yeah, I'm more of like a beach throw over, pullover. But yeah, on vacation, like Chris, to ask Baguma to get dressed up and the thought of it for me, no way.
Yeah.
I
We
take
don't
a
like.
backpack. That's it.
That's literally how we travel.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I need a vacation.
You deserve it, bro. Especially after you get done building a prison.
Yeah. I have to.
Do you play like System of a Down music while you're in there? They're trying to build a prison for you to build.
I mean, when you're going to these kinds of projects or anything in general, like, I can be in one section of the project and then somebody's bumping some country music. I can be in another side of the project and somebody else is bumping rock. Somebody's doing hip hop. Somebody's doing Spanish. I mean, they're bumping that thing loud. So it's whatever. I guess that's what keeps people like, just zoned in and just work. So now, Shops, is your microphone working? Is your thing working, or are you? Well, what's going on with you?
He's packing for his trip.
Oh,
He's
really?
eating cake.
He's eating, yeah, bread or
Banana, hazelnut.
yep,
I can't
Chocolate.
even remember something.
cinnamon. Either that or he's counting all of the XPR that he's harvesting.
I was giving Rio a shower,
Ah,
listening in, and on all your luxurious fucking trips y'all taking.
Dude,
My oldest dog just taught one of the new puppies how to dig a hole.
great.
That-
Who's gonna cover it?
Right?
Who's
Yeah,
backfilling?
well, everywhere you let it go, you gotta hit him with the hose, Strohs. You gotta hit him with the hose.
Who's
No,
backfilling?
I popped him with a flip flop.
All right, that's good enough. Hey Zach, how much did you get charged to take a picture with that monkey there that you weren't aware of?
oh, I didn't. That was our picture my wife took of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
were
but
walking
no, I
back.
know they'll do that to you.
Where was it? St. Thomas, I think, or St. Kitts? We were walking back to like the, I don't know, cruise ship or something, and this guy just comes up, throws a monkey at Dylan. He's like, take several pictures, I pay like $60 for these pictures.
Yeah, I mean, but who's gonna say no to having a monkey thrown on them? Like I
That
was,
awesome.
you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're really interesting. They'll come up and just yank your food off your plate, though. It's wild.
Yeah. This little monkey was so cute. I had a little hat on, little suit.
In a diaper.
Yep.
Guess he had an accident before.
Dylan was so drunk he didn't even remember. My 16-year-old stayed on the boat while we all went snorkeling, and we got back, and he had way too much rum punch.
SWAT team. Are you talking about the movie Interstellar? I have no idea.
No, we're talking about cruising and monkeys.
That guy really on something today.
That's awesome.
It's a good movie.
This is, yeah, you're looking at Gargantua right there on the screen.
There's a tsunami in it.
Yeah, no. But it looks like you are looking to watch that movie again. So, yeah.
Father, why aren't you coming up here?
It's XLM, that's stellar lumens. And we want XLM on the METALX platform. That's what we want.
Does anybody think that Powell's going to reduce rates? What do you think, Zach?
I think he's going to wait until the tariff war is over with. I think that's the big problem.
I agree. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Everybody else out there seems to think it's going to happen.
He's not a very good man.
No, he's for. I can't stand him.
Hold on, I got something I'll show you. You'll laugh.
I mean, he's just as bad as Harry Gensler. He's like the same type of person to me.
Wow.
That's awesome.
It's
Is
a
that like
good look
true
for
or
ya.
what?
He fucking printed a lot of that for sure. I think he ran out of fucking ink. That's why they're stalling right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, Zach. With all that printing, they fucking ran out of ink. They just like, yeah, we're gonna stall things right now, and when we get some more ink, we're gonna go back at it again.
It's wild.
Hey, Chris, when you get a chance, you're probably not going to be able to do it on a live, but you got to tell Zach your Jamaica story. You can put it in the group chat so everybody can hear it.
She says,
Yeah,
I
I can do it
have
on a live.
some XLM. I don't remember how much. Well, SWAT team, you gotta go look at that wallet and see how much it says. But you still gotta wait for like about 6 days or maybe 7 days before that proposal has expired, and they have those 3 new coins available on the platform.
Be careful, guys, saying what you have of what. It makes you a target on these spaces. You never know
Whoa.
who's watching. You never know what people can do, so just be careful.
Yes, and I just saw that. That's a lot. That's a lot of XLMs.
Imagine what you could do with farming that.
Oh my god. The amount of loan protocols you would accumulate. And Lockie.
Right?
Long on this panel, I think.
And Locke is like, he's like, how's your crypto journey going? That's a
SWAT team, I'm glad you have nice bags, but you may just want to be careful with that.
yeah. Just
Thank you, JC.
thanks for stopping by, JC.
Thanks, Tracy.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
So
Man, I lost all my Bitcoin. I left it in the lake.
you're right.
It's in the lake with my pew-pews.
It's in there with those nodes.
Yeah, Ledger's the way to go.
I have a ledger and I don't use it anymore.
Because you're making your coin work.
Kind of. Yeah.
Everybody in this live, if you're not already following Devenzo Rebels in the chat, go follow him. Devenzo is really awesome, but he also has several accounts and he's trying to get up in the panel and needs 5 more followers.
Oh.
Venzo is amazing. He wears a turtleneck like nobody's business.
And there's usually
He has sugar gliders and they're adorable.
He's TikTok famous.
He does karate.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Wear Speedos.
Sign language, and if you send him an ice cream cone, he'll pretend to eat it.
He sure will.
I just realized I wasn't following you, Devenzo. I just did. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, some friend you are. Typical Canadian.
Fact, because
Just
he has
9th
Canadian accounts.
I was
Oh,
probably
not in
the
the
5th.
beginning.
I probably pushed him over the threshold. I was the 5th, probably.
You'd be the
No, I
51st state.
me too.
Don't you start, Cash.
But it'd be funny if you request something, don't let him up. No, I'm just playing. Come on up, Devenzo. How many more you need?
Hey, Diane, I saw you come in the room. I keep looking for Devenzo.
I'm nailing this.
I see him now. I just invited him.
They finally let him up.
I don't know. I invited you to Benzo. How are you, Diane?
Is this financial advice? Depends. What's the question? XPR is financial advice. Well, kind of. Not really.
He's getting a turtleneck.
I ain't at the beginning. We got him 5 followers now. He has to be camera ready.
When summer comes, he's gonna have to just tie it around his shoulders, like like he's still wearing it, but
A
not.
scarf.
You could
Look
just
at a
cut off.
scarf.
Can you imagine doing like cut off sleeves and then just having a turtleneck?
Wow. Let's
And he
see.
cuts it at the waist so it's shorter, so it's like a half turtleneck, sleeveless.
Yeah.
It's a crop.
Or you could do like one of those French tucks.
Yeah.
Devenzo, I invited you up.
Yeah, you got 52 now. Come on. We've got ice cream.
I know. We'll send you all the ice cream you want.
Send him a squirrel.
There you go. Some corn on the cob.
A meerkat. Well, this is exactly what I actually have for Ethereum charting. This is what I see. But that's just me. I think it might pull back down.
I don't think I know. I'm telling you, we're gonna pull back a little bit. Not a lot. We've gone up a lot.
Well, yeah, but I say we're going back down to like 1670, 1680, around that area.
Possible.
You know, it'll probably pull back all the way down to like 1716, right? Maybe drag it out a little bit, and then probably come back down all the way down to 1680 something, 70, around there, before we go back up. I'm hoping that it does that. ZBZN made you happy today. It made you money. I'm glad it did. I'm hoping.
How many followers do you need to go live?
I don't know. I don't think you need anything.
If you have a seller or business account, I don't think it matters. But if you have like a just normal, I think you have to have a certain amount of followers or something. I thought it was 1,000.
He's got 52.
I'm confused with Satoshi's statement. Either buy or sell.
Sorry,
Yeah, you have your-
I tried.
Yeah, he's saying trade your ETH for Bitcoin.
Oh, this might offend some people.
But you don't care.
I see where you're going with that.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Just swing your head left real quick, and then straight forward, and then right real quick. And then talk to your mama.
Yeah. That's fun stuff. Yeah, the dog was fussy in there today. Last time she was pretty good. You were a little fussy in that shower today, Rio.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, Satoshi.
Nobody's following the fake bullshit XBR cops. Jojo.
But nobody's buying it?
I don't know. Bunch of fake shit. What I hear.
Keep going, it's funny.
What's that?
Hissy fit.
Keep going, it's funny.
Right, I mean, that's fine. I'm surprised that there's a bunch of fucking people that buy the bullshit ass token of XRP.
Aw, cloud seeder in the sky. How nice.
So,
We're like on a mission lately, huh?
Man, I ain't even messing around here. This guy's serious.
you know, it's good to see Doge doing their job.
Why? What's the latest now? Or just discuss what they've been doing.
I guess they're just fighting the good fight, and they're
Yeah.
ending all kinds of and overseeing illegal behavior, and you know, just overall fighting for what's right in the world, and that's just a great thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see him. Leaving a good one though.
Are those chemtrails?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it.
There he is.
Sons of bitches.
Don't let anyone in this live.
Are we doing that again?
Helicopter.
Hey, Cash, I'm putting your name on my rent receipts.
On your rent receipts, why
I'll be back.
do you say that?
I don't know. Seemed like a good idea.
Come on.
That doesn't seem legit.
Bad next.
That my landlord's name is Cash Flow.
No.
You watch, everybody. This is what you can do with the benzo.
I'm like kind now. I'm at the point. I'm not at the rebellious side anymore. So I'm calm now.
Have some sugar-free ice cream.
They don't gonna like hold me down anymore. I gonna make like 10 pages now, and so I can go live whenever I want. It's crazy though. Even Tech CEO is also banned again.
Do you know why he
And
got?
like, no, and it's like the full page is like down, so
Oh man.
it's crazy. We're giving juice to everybody. That's why.
Well, the Kuman and Zach both had issues this morning, but were able to overcome them.
Yeah, bro, they like fucking auto banned us.
For real?
Yeah, for nothing.
No idea why.
We didn't say anything. I said like 30-yard and 40-yard dumpster, and they're like, fucking whole world shut off.
Well, it's like we're hacked.
They crazy.
Like what was crazy is like when we appealed it, like I've never had an appeal get like processed so quickly.
It was immediate.
I
went
even
instant.
never appeal it, and I see that people are reporting my page. So TikTok is telling me that also. So I don't know who, but it's like normally influencers, because like if you do it with one page or even with 5 or 10, I already tested it, like, so it has to be like a lot of pages and like high in followers, I think, something like this, because it's like crazy that you can do it like. And it's always if we just showing charts, and even it's not financial advice not on it. I did it, and even now they were like, and it's my last warning on the other page, so I'm gonna be more on the other ones than on the new ones.
Dude, fuck this app. They can shove it. I'm so over it. There needs to be something better come out.
It's because we are giving too much of information to each other and stuff like this. If you see that people are pushed on this app and they are like doing this whipped cream on their face and stupid things and making people dumber, and we are helping people and making them smarter, and they holding us down, and people like this, not, bro, come on, man, this is like.
Makes
What,
sense.
what kills me is, you guys have these issues, right? And then there's other influencers out there actually shilling like shit that's going to get them in trouble.
I'm even not affiliated with one project in the Web3 thing, with nothing. So
But they're still around and they're still doing it. And I don't know how they're allowing it to happen, but
they
hey.
pay agencies on TikTok and stuff like this. I hear it already. So they're working with agencies and stuff. And they're working together on TikTok. It's something like that.
Some of them are making some good money for TikTok too.
Yeah, they are. That's why, how should I say it? I'm surprised that this hasn't been, shut down. Because, I mean, we do talk about certain things like things that we dislike about certain coins or tokens here and there. But I guess we try not to. Well, I guess I try not to go too in depth on the negative side, because it's like, again, it's like it's not gonna help me either. The only thing I can do is offer you what I can offer you on this, and that's it. I'll let the rest be the rest.
What I'm referring to, JoJo, is the whole straw man 1099 AB thing. That I can't believe that.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. But I'm just saying,
And
in general, I'm surprised mine hasn't, because again, I mean, if Zach and everybody else just got shut down instantly, right, for saying a whole lot of nothing,
Yep.
right? They said too much of nothing. Then that's like I said, that's part of the reason I'm surprised.
Bullshit.
I guess we're gonna wait and see what happens with that process.
Satoshi, you're not wrong.
Know that you are doing something good, even when they're holding us down. Keep doing it.
I don't see any fart coin in your portfolio. I don't know how you're gonna make it.
Yeah, he spelled XPR wrong.
Broccoli.
Oh, that's
That
all
was
we have to say from now on.
that's quick.
You spelled that wrong, guys.
Lucian, you're talking too much with the Defenso Rebels, I think.
DeFi, where have you been? I've been missing your show. And thank you, by the way. I appreciate that.
DeFi Mojo. For me, it's still DeFi.
You guys aren't
Dojo.
following DeFi. He's just brilliant.
Yes.
I think I did.
Lucky though that I'm Sorry,
I
Jojo.
listen to his show every day during the week. Dylan, my son, is actually doing joined his Discord and is
Do you
learning.
mean Apple, the cell phone, Bagumba, or an apple for real?
He's eating an apple with peanut butter. That's it. He stands in the kitchen. He's standing there with his spoon right now. I'm looking inside, talking to my daughter with an apple in one hand and the peanut butter and spoon in the other.
There we got it. Okay.
My wife made peanut butter
will be
and
fine.
oatmeal cookies. So we're just eating those.
Who the fuck is this?
What are they? Peanut butter and oatmeal?
No bake cookies.
No bake cookies. Sorry.
Yes.
Devenzo needs a no bake cookie.
I was gonna make
Sourdough bread. Sourdough bread more.
You know that now all of the rewards that I get from the TikTok, in order for me to exchange them for like some TikTok coins, I have to verify. They got to verify my ID.
Yeah, it's something new. Yes. They asked me that too. That's because you're gaining too much.
Yeah, well,
No, I'm just joking.
either way, the point is that I thought it was the ghost face, but whatever. I'm not giving them shit.
No, it's because they can text you on it afterwards.
That's why I'm not doing it.
I know.
They can't tax me on something that I don't even have. I just give them away.
Yeah, they don't see it like this. We have this big influencers over here also had this, and even before the judge and everything becoming, so it's a big thing coming for real. They trying to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can send me likes, but you don't have to send me gifts because I'm not paying taxes. Fuck that. I'm done with that shit.
Well, looks like Ali Ahmed's gonna have the last laugh to Benzo, so get your laughs in now.
What?
Ali Ahmed's gonna have the last laugh, so get your laughs in now.
You're not even lying.
Okay, it was not me that you're talking about. Okay, it's good.
He won't be laughing. He keeps putting his numbers out there.
Probably not.
All right. For the 29 people that are on this panel, get your XPR coins. Come on, they're on sale. The XPR, like when they used to sell your newspaper. Get your newspaper.
Everybody say hi to my sister-in-law. She just came in the room. Her name is Joanne.
What's going on, Joanne?
Where is it?
Welcome to the Tom Likas show.
What's up, Joe Moss?
Sister-in-law. She's married then.
This guy.
Wait if you look to my story.
You should have just waited at least fucking 10 minutes before you even, go in there.
Bro, like I'm at Central Pay. I'm like staying with 10 girls this night over here. So
Nice.
What you talking about?
Denzel, where are your sugar gliders?
Upstairs.
Aw.
Yes. And yeah, okay, I can say it to you guys. I'm having like sometimes like these clients that we have to cook for, and like last year, we had like this OnlyFans girls, but like well known and everything, like 5 million followers and everything, and.
Sugar gliders, Moki.
No,
Sugar gliders.
They were like shooting pictures and everything next to me in the kitchen when I was cooking. Like,
That's right, folks. I forgot to say that. Yep, I'm also on YouTube. It is live, so you can just type in JoJo's Crypto, and you can see the episodes if you miss them. They stay on there forever.
Hey, bullish babe.
And make sure you follow me, please.
Forever.
Yeah. It'll stay on there forever.
Do you
So,
have Discord?
no, no more. I do. I did, but I don't use it, and so I technically will say no because I don't ever use it. But I have it. So yeah.
And is it a good thing to have? Like, because
No, it's not.
somebody asked me, like, no?
Nah. I'm sorry. There's so many platforms out there, and people are talking about, well, this here you can say this here, and this one you can do this here. I don't got time for all that. You know, Devenzo. It's just way too much stuff out there.
Yeah, but like with this platform, if you want to give like information for free, it's like holding you down, no? So I don't know. I have to look for other places. That's why I'm asking you.
No, I'm good, man. I'll keep it simple. I know that the world's always changing, and they're always coming out with new applications, new social media accounts, and the young people are always are going with what's new with like Twitch and Kick and
Twitch. I have to go on Twitch. True.
I do have a Twitch account, but it's a little tricky.
Why?
What is it?
It's like another stream services platform, right? And the majority of the people that go there are usually the gamers. But like if I wanted to run a live stream like this, I can do that too. But it's mostly a lot of gamers, really. So if you got like a 20-year-old or a 16-year-old and they want to go live on their video game, right? Well, Twitch is like the place to be.
Let me ask my daughter. Hey, honey, do you have a Twitch account? Do you get hey? She's got her earbuds in. Do you have a Twitch account? No, she does not.
Joker, you busted it like the little one.
Huh?
you can't see that, huh?
Oh,
Look, this reaction of Lucian.
I don't care.
She's now eating apples and peanut butter.
Trump 100
She's
rally.
young, she can. Bagumba can.
Okay, so Trump speaks at 6 p.m. Remember when Jess came in and said that he was going to have his 100-day speech?
Does he mean by East Central Time?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, East Time. So that would be essentially around 4 p.m. on our end.
Where are you, Central?
Yeah.
That's 5 p.m.
That is 2 hours ahead.
When did EST
No, it's
change
not.
to EDT?
It's only one.
I'm sorry, what was that, Scotty?
I said, I just found this out the other day. When did EST, Eastern Standard Time, change to EDT?
I'd never heard it before now.
Now it's like EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. I think it means.
Like, why we gotta always change stuff?
Oh, fucking confusing.
Not against you, Run. You're good. I know it's not you, but I'm just saying.
It's the more and more they change stuff, the more and more history changes as well.
Well, I thought they were getting rid of Eastern Daylight Savings Time.
No, just do 24 hours daytime and nighttime. It's better. Like over here in Europe, like from 0 to 12 and then 13 till 24. Best.
What time is it where you are now, Devenzo?
So you mean 0 to 24, right? 1 to 24 then?
Yes,
right?
24 hours. Yes.
Do you have to stop at 13 for like an hour?
Yeah, so till 12,
So
and then it's
12.
13
Then you
till
stop for an hour, and then you
23
go to 13.
till
So like you
23.
start at
Yeah,
1,
I
but then you
stop
go
an
to
hour.
12, but then you
Yes,
stop, and then you go to 13.
yes. So I have every day an hour that I'm not aging. So yes,
It's like a pause in the day. That's why you do the
yes,
24-hour
yes.
method.
That's why I'm still like this, very young and beautiful looking guy.
That's why people like the military time.
You have to come to Europe, CCS.
I follow military clock too.
What? I mean, are you sure? Because you said it doesn't seem so safe over there. Last you told us about it.
For
Last
you,
night you didn't tell
it's
us very
safe
well.
though. If you can handle me, for you it's safe though. No worries.
What's
Not from
You're
what
the
I
only.
heard, you were ready to take on 5 dudes.
Yes, yes. So yeah, no, but bro, like these guys, yeah, that were doing this back in the days. Yes, I was like this 120 kilo guy though. I eat it a lot. I was like Bagumba, like a lot of candy eating.
No way. You were a
I'm
fat
eating
boy?
You
wheat
just
thins.
tell them. You just
Yes.
tell them if they give you any trouble over there, CCS. You tell them you don't fuck with the machine.
Yeah.
No,
Oh my
no,
god.
bro. I'm like
The
CCS biggest
machine,
fan, I
the
think.
machine gets fucked with. The machine fuck you.
We've
Yes.
seen him twice, and it has been just a wonderful experience
Oh,
every
he's the man. And the
I
people that
love
say he's
Yes,
not funny are fucking insane. He is.
Yeah, they're
bro.
He
idiots.
is. He is my favorite comedian right now.
Have
Him.
you
I
seen him
was.
live?
Oh yeah. He came to Knoxville several times.
Yeah,
Him
he's
and Tom
amazing.
Segura, man, it's
Tom Segura is the man, bro, and his
yeah.
wife is fucking funny too.
Yeah, she is. We've seen both of them twice now.
We saw Tom Segura in Vegas.
Nice.
I was like fan 2 times in my life before that I became fan of CCS. So he's like the third time that I become fan of somebody.
What's up,
I,
you guys?
he
What's
was
up, dude?
like he was like bashing on somebody the first time that I came in. I was like, bro, you have like the same same thing like me though.
Keller, I think shorts are Safu.
Bro, my ETH short is good heavens.
I know.
Like I went in big because I was like, okay, like it's my last, like the 1850 to 1860 range was my last resistance before I wasn't gonna touch it until like 2000. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in big in this one, and it just bounced straight down, bro. And I'm up like an absurd amount of money. I don't even know what to do. Like I've taken 40% and letting the rest ride.
Callie, how is your lot going?
I have
It's
like
going, Alicia, it's going. I'm trying to make it as like safe and as like properly stress tested as I possibly can. I was telling Waddy before, like I'm just trying to test it in all of the like most unfavorable environments possible before I start kind of like, making it more public.
Gotcha.
But I'm getting there.
Well, let me know. I'm interested.
I will.
And me
Where's
too. If
Ketchup
you
been?
don't know,
Have you talked to Ketchup lately?
He was just in here.
No.
and Crypto Calorie, me too. If you don't know what to do with your money, I
Absolutely.
can help you with that.
And look, it's not the quarters theory one, man. It's another one I made. I found this pair of altcoin. For the traders here in the panel, you might want to check it out. It's called Virtual, and it just seems to respect market psychology so much. It's so weird, man. Like it bounces off of supports and resistances all the time, and that's where I built my recent bot. Like the strategy is based around that one.
So how many percent you are in profit?
I don't know. Like I've been logging like the daily trades. Like yesterday, I did like 22% in a single day, which is pretty good.
Not bad.
And I know that like the back testing period, which was like a month, it did like, I don't know, 100%, but it's 100% on like a really high fee and high slippage environment because I want to make sure it works properly. So yeah, thanks, Scotty.
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Bro, you guys like when you see me like disappear for a specific day and I just don't show up on any lives, it's because I'm sitting there coding 24 hours like a nerd, man. Just trying to find the perfect thing.
And if you are here, you always with us in the trenches. So
Yeah, it's insane, bro. Like I don't sleep anymore, man.
don't be complaining though. You're still young. You with
Yeah,
the
I
old
know,
guys
bro.
over here.
I know, but the thing is, I have
They're
this
gonna
like
pamper you.
I have this like mild like epilepsy condition, which makes it so that I have to like more or less sleep properly, and the fact that I barely get any sleep is so bad for me.
Where do you live at right now?
I'm in Madrid, bro.
What do you do?
I do this, bro. I have a startup as well, but I do crypto and I do my startup. That's it.
Oh.
I've been
Young people coming in, Jojo.
I've been fortunate enough that I got into this pretty early so that I can kind of support my lifestyle and support my startup, which I created with my father. And, yeah.
Yeah, we tried creating an NFT. I failed miserably.
I mean, it's complicated. I was a part of an NFT project that also failed horribly, and I mean that those people still owe me like 10 ETH from working with them. But I mean, it's whatever.
No, the reason I say that because like you can build an NFT on the XPR network, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll give you examples of what you got to do, but when I can't even get past the first step, and it's like because it's telling me I'm making an error. I'm like fucking crazy. I spent about an hour and a half trying to figure this out.
Like, why are you trying to create an NFT? Like, what's the purpose? So on and so on.
The purpose is that so that I can actually create one whenever I want to put something in there with that's valuable.
Okay, I see.
That's
Hey,
the whole purpose.
Jojo, you should take that free course on Chainlink. That it goes through NFTs and everything from that perspective. It's actually a really good course. And it's self-taught, like self-led. So I think all in all, you have to put in like 5 to 6 hours, but you don't have to do it all at one point.
No, one of the things I've noticed about it is that maybe Crypto Cali can answer this better. Do every crypto that has its own blockchain, do they have their how should I say, their coding systems set up differently?
I'm really not sure, man. I've only ever really worked with Ethereum and Solana, and I really wouldn't know the answer to that, bro.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's differences. Like I would highly doubt that they're all identical.
I figure because I've noticed that when I was doing a little bit of that Chainlink, it was a little bit different than what the XPR is. I'm like, holy shit, this is way different than what I was learning from Chainlink.
Yeah, so what Run-Up said in chat, Ethan Sol, they use Solidity. I mean, I'm assuming a lot of them will probably use Solidity, so I mean, if you can learn Solidity, you should be fine.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason why I really want to do that is if I ever want to put something out there that I truly believe has, value, right? And I want to sell something, right? Then I have something, and then there's proof of, you know what I mean? That you have ownership of this product.
I get it, yeah.
And so that's the reason why. I mean, there's really not much I can fucking do when it comes to crypto. I mean, okay, I'm already borrowing and lending and doing all this fucking farming stuff. Now I'm like, as the days go by, I'll sit here and I'll, look at the charts on my screen and, try to keep up with like charting and try to understand more of that, which again will take up at least, 18 months where I can get really good and I can, throw some trades in there and make some extra. And you know, the next thing is that NFTs. Like, I gotta get that fucker in there. There's really not much I can do.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like part of the reason I wanna like also like publish my bot. It's because like, well, on one end I'm so restricted here in Spain with the Mica USDT regulation thing, so I can't really like take full advantage of it. So I might as well just sell it, you know, make some sort of like profit for myself, but at the same time I'll be able to like, you know, those people who aren't so certain for their trading, like they can have a bot that does it for them while they learn, you know, and they can benefit from that.
Are you strictly in Spain for tax reasons on crypto?
No, man, I've lived in Spain my whole life. As a matter of fact, taxes in crypto here are they're like 25%, if not more.
That's nothing compared to how they wreck us here.
Yeah, they're decent, but yeah, I've lived in Spain my whole life, man. I was
Okay.
born in Venezuela, and I was born to a political family, so you might understand why I had to leave.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh shit, like that, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, it's chill out here, man. It's the place where I'm probably gonna want to spend the rest of my life because I've also lived in Copenhagen, and I mean it was amazing, but like the standard of living that I get in Madrid is just insane.
Are you from the part from Andalusia, Crypto Kelly?
No, I'm from Madrid, bro, the capital city.
Yeah, but because you said like this high political thing, so back in the days, no. So you lived in Madrid from childhood or what?
Yeah. So I was born in 2001 in Venezuela, and I moved to Spain in 2004 or 5. I don't know.
I thought you were somewhat, you know, a Spaniard that's an American that's living in Spain, and I'm like, I had no idea you were from Venezuela because your English is too good.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Did you just say you were born in 2001?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're my son's age. That's awesome. You're a brilliant guy.
Thank you. I appreciate
we
that.
need to be a little bit pampering him. He's still like this younger.
You guys gotta keep me between like, I don't know what the word is. Like cloths. Like make sure that I don't get hurt, because I'm just a kid. But yeah, Giorgio.
You won't get hurt if you say a lot that we are old, though.
Yeah, Rana, they did. But Giorgio, I appreciate the English thing. So I went to an international school. I was very, very, very fortunate in that aspect. So you remember this morning how I was telling you guys that I did the Arab girls? It's because I met them all at my school.
Yeah. They have high standards because their fathers have money.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I have a buddy that he's flown his kid first class, his daughter. Like he's got 3 of them, and he said he wanted to make sure that my boys knew that their fucking coach class tickets they try to bring for spring break weren't gonna fly in college for his girls. I just started laughing. I was like, I think my boys would probably book first class on my credit card, but I hear you on that.
I mean, that's valid. I mean, I remember the first time I met my first girlfriend's dad. They were like an like they're like the owners of the Bank of Jordan. They opened the first Ritz in Jordan. Like they're insanely rich. And I remember the man just walked up to me and he was like, first of all, this is my daughter. She's not your conquest. Second of all, I have enough money to bury you and your family. And I was like, holy crap. Like, what the hell did I get myself into?
Those are the kind of guys I like to get into.
Might want to rephrase that, Jojo.
So, like I said, those are the kind of ones I get excited for.
Do you feel like that was that much better, Bagumbo?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Refer to previous message.
Easy, Turbo. Ooh, y'all are talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, I was gonna say, from this ETH short that I've got, I'm probably gonna roll those profits into XPR because I'm not in XPR yet, man, and I wanna have some exposure because I've gotten some conviction from hearing you guys talk about it so much.
Attaboy.
Definitely more conviction than friggin' XRP, that's for sure. So yeah,
It's a
like
moneymaker.
that's what I'm seeing. So I was gonna ask, like first of all, like, is there any exchanges I can get it in? DEXs or SEXs? I don't know. SCXs, not SEXs.
There's you can get it through Uniswap. You can get it through the MetalPay app that you would have to download on your phone. I'm not sure if it's allowed in Spain, but you can do that. You can purchase it through there. If not, you can purchase it through Coinbase Wallet.
Okay.
And then you would actually have to download the WebAuth wallet and transfer those coins to your wallet.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably just do Uniswap then. I'd rather like if I can use a decentralized exchange, I will.
Yeah, I mean, just make sure that it's the actual address. You know how when you go on CoinMarket that it matches, and it's great.
Yep.
But yeah, but once you actually have that WebAuth wallet, then you can actually, because it's gonna ask, it's KYC, right? It's gonna ask for your information to verify you, and basically it's so that you have control and authorize movement on all your coins.
Okay.
And once you have that set up, then you can actually log in on using your WebAuth wallet to log in into the METALX platform on the website, and that's where you can start borrowing, lending, farming, whatever the hell is you want to do with it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably roll those. I mean, I'm assuming I'm gonna get more profits than what I currently have. But I am up like 60% already, which is pretty nice.
I'm sure it is a good feeling when you're winning. It always feels good.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I've like kind of like polished the whole like, all I do really is I short Chainlink and Ethereum. I use like 6% stop losses, so I'll basically set myself like a $10 range in Ethereum. And then I'll, when it's in the middle of wicking to that range, I'll set a 6% stop loss, and if it breaks that resistance, then I just do it in the next one. And since I'm only like risking 6% each time, well, for example, this trade, it's currently, I'm out 40% of it, and I've still got the remaining 60%, which is up 60%. So like I've already covered like a bunch of potential future trades. And then whenever the market goes up, my spot bags go up. So it's like, I don't know, I have it pretty.
I will say this though, they do have a trading platform there too.
Does it have futures?
It has, I think, options. Let me double check. But because I'm not really that good when it comes to trading, I'll just stick to bluffing from what I know, and I'm just me trying to gain more knowledge from it as time goes by. But it's almost like you gotta match one coin for another. It's weird. So I don't know what you guys would call that, but I'll show you real quick.
Do you follow already Crypto Caddy, Jojo?
Yeah. So basically right here, this is their trading platform, right?
Yeah.
And then it says right here, you can trade, XPR.
Okay, so it's for there's different pairs. It's not USDT pairs.
Correct. They got pairs. And then you go down here. This is where your trading option is right here.
Okay.
Right, and then you can do your markets, your stop loss, right? If you want to go for a long or for a short, and then of course if you want to take profit.
Okay.
So it's not.
What are the fees like?
If I remember correctly, I think when you use their platform, they don't actually have fees.
Oh damn. Do they have an API so that I can use my bot on it?
API?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up tomorrow, and I'll figure all that out.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean it's not a very big platform, right? But I will say this: when you do select like this part right here, this section right here on these pairs, right? These are the coins that that they pop up.
Yeah, so they're all XMD pairs. I see.
Yeah, they're the stable coin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And what's kind of weird, like you can also even trade the loan protocols. I'm like, what the fuck? Did not see that one.
I like this. I like this. ETH
Right.
is at 1800 still, bro. Can it just dump already?
I said that we're probably. I'm hoping that we kind of go down before we go up again. But whatever. What do I know? I mean, that's what I think. What about ETH right now? I think ETH is like right here. This is the 1 hour chart, right? And then I think I don't know if it'll break down.
I'm up. Jesus, I'm up. If it breaks under that 1756 level, I mean.
And that's just me, like, you know, that's just me, like, trying to keep track of charts, making sure that I think that, you know, we're trying to get confirmation that I'm sure that, you know, it's got to come down around this area here. And then possibly, you know, shoot up again.
Yeah, I mean, the way I was telling, I mean, I talked about it with Chart Striker the other day, in Devenzo's live. Like, I see kind of like 3 potential areas for Bitcoin to bounce pretty like bullish off of, and it would be like 90K, like 90.5K, like I guess 88-ish, and then like 85 to 86. Like those 3 areas, if it bounces off of any of them, like it's still pretty bullish for Bitcoin, really. Of course, 90.5 being the most bullish of them all, because we'll probably just shoot up to like all-time highs, which, as you guys know, I'm the bear of the group, so I would absolutely hate that. but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. If ETH cracks those levels, I'm gonna be obnoxious for a few days. You won't hear the end of it.
Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta once you place an order, you know, it's your money. You can't sleep on it. You know, you just can't.
You see that wick at the top right there? Like, yeah, that one. That's the one I caught.
That's the one. Oh, that's where you bought. And what did you place a short?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I wanted to go down all the way up here so that it can kind of swing back up there. But
yeah, I see the vision. I would love that.
You know,
I would absolutely love that. Run Up is saying, where can I get more of those reciprocal tears? I would absolutely love that. Also, you guys have seen what's going on with India and Pakistan?
No.
Yeah, I've been telling you about it.
A little bit.
Did you?
What are your
I
thoughts
brought
on
it up. I said that they were fucking exchanging it at the border.
Yeah.
They just brought up the howitzers, bro. They brought up the big boys up to the border. I don't know. They both have pretty large infantry battalions. It'd be pretty interesting. It would not be good for human life.
Yeah, casualties.
Yeah, it would be heavy ground casualties, I would think.
So there's a few things that I'm seeing here. So someone on a Discord mentioned a fair point. It's that a few years ago they like shot down, I think it was like Indian fighter jets, and they somehow didn't go to war over that. So I don't know if they're gonna go to war over this. But yeah, I mean, the thing is also what I'm seeing is a lot of companies want to move their like headquarters and like supply chain like ecosystems to India. Like with the whole China-US thing, they want to move to India, and if they get into a war, that's like, I don't know, man.
That's
Well,
alright.
Apple's already moving everything.
To India?
Yeah, they're moving all their iPhone production.
Yeah, that, I mean, can you imagine if just India gets into a war right now? That'd be absolutely...
I don't know about that. I think they're gonna get into like a trade war, but an actual war, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Who knows this day and age?
The attack
Hello,
on
everyone.
Hi Striker, the attack on that city on Kashmir. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Kashmir.
That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was rough, bro. That was really awful. There was like someone there with on their honeymoon on video. It was pretty awful.
Damn.
Yeah, I have a really close friend. She's Pakistani, and she said like she seems pretty affected by it. I'm like, okay, like, damn.
Bro, I bought a bunch of leveraged MicroStrategy short shares before, like right after hours.
Did you actually?
Huh?
Did you actually? That's wait. Like you should be doing well then. You're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
well.
I'm up a lot already. It's gonna be a good morning tomorrow.
Yeah, and we got hella red folder news this week. I know we got the JOLTS job openings thing on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for the Global Fund Manager survey from May. I want to see what they freaking say.
Bitcoin looks ready to fall.
I'm sorry. What's something that Chart Strucker's got to tell? I'm reading the chat here, and there's something that
I don't know. I'm also wondering. Thank you, Moki. Hey, host. Thank you for having me up. And hi, everybody else.
Hello.
What's going on?
You called him Moki? That's Devenzo, bro.
Yeah, but you know his name, Moki. Yeah, my bad. Devenzo.
No worries. No worries.
It's
Yeah,
turtleneck.
Devenzo, it's past your bedtime, man.
It's
Old
turtleneck.
people like you.
Bro, I'm just back home from going out with everybody, so I'm like still a bit. Everybody's in bed now, so I'm like a little bit chilling.
Damn, bro, you're still going out at your extremely old age.
Well, Kelly's just pushing it right now. He just keeps on pushing it.
I'm still at this old age doing more than you, so what does that say about you?
Bro, I'm
Show us the
injured.
gliders.
I'm injured. I can't go out, bro.
Injured? Oh no!
Bro, I've had 3 knee surgeries.
Yeah, bro, I shattered my vertebra, so I know where you're getting from, though, but I'm still going out. Nobody can hold me down. I'm Defenso Rebel, you know?
No
There
way,
you go.
bro.
That's the attitude.
No way, bro. If I try to go out right now, I would genuinely, like, I can go out for dinner with my friends, or, like, for drinks. If I try to go to, like, I don't know, a club, I'm not making it back. Like, my knee is so shattered. Today I watched the Star Wars re-release in 4DX, and the cinema was shaking so hard, like the chairs, bro. My knee was hurting, like.
That's because you are too much pampered in your generation. I'm not, though.
What does that even mean, bro? What the fuck does that even mean?
What he's really trying to say is you're a little soft.
Yes.
Bro, if you had seen the process I went through to be able to walk, you would be in a coma, bro.
Bro.
I'll send you a video. Devenzo.
Bro, I shattered 4 of my vertebrae. I couldn't walk. I was paralyzed, though. What you talking about?
Vertebras?
I couldn't walk anymore, and I'm walking.
Yeah, you
So
had an
stop
accident, didn't you? Yeah,
stop
you got
being like this. It's not like a dick measurement competition, though.
Nah,
but
I'm
it
not
sure
gonna-
sounds like it.
You had that accident.
No,
you got
he's
bugged,
like,
Devenzo.
but everybody have his thing that he has to go through, though. But like, you need at the end of the day go and do it like every single day back again. I'm like already for 2 years having this pain, and like normally I don't complain, never, but this is something horrible, man. This is like 2 years every single day back up again, and this pain over and over again, bro. That's like crazy, man. I don't even know how people can do this, like. But yeah, still going out and pleasuring everybody that we're working with, and we need to do it at the end of the day, though. So
Yeah, we get it, bro. So you're older, more injured than me, and still more active than me. So what? You got balls, bro. I'm not
Shirt
gonna lie.
power though. Don't mess with him.
I'm loco ese.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna chill for the last half hour, and as anybody else can run up a live, let me know, Crypto Cali.
No.
Or once
Have a
you,
good night.
if you have any questions about the XPR or stuff like that, I probably won't be on until Thursday, right? Thursday night.
Right.
And so, but if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer on TikTok.
All right, thank you. I
Have a
appreciate
good
it.
one, guys.
Yep.
But he's like, don't really have any questions till Thursday.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we'll get to know you again, Charter, next time.
Nice to meet you, Jojo.
Yes, if you want to know what actually happened on this episode or any other episode, you can follow me on TikTok. Not on TikTok, on fucking YouTube.
YouTube.
And just look it up and just type in JoJo's Crypto. It's the Chainlink logo, and all the episodes are there.
Will do 100%. I'm still wondering what Moki wanted me to tell you guys.
I don't know.
No, I want you to keep talking though, because your voice is delightful compared to the Benzel's.
He's European too, though. So let her talk.
Actually.
Oh, Callie's coming in again.
Actually, she's
Let's
not
let Joe go.
She's
Someone will
not
come
European, and I picked up on that because of the accent.
I wouldn't know. But overall, if anything, you can always definitely check out those videos. I'm most likely streaming early in the morning on my time, Central Time, which is like 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning, and then in the USA.
All right. Okay. We'll do
And
so.
yeah,
Thank you, Georgia.
you're welcome. And then if not, usually because those are my days off, I'll also come back and be live like during the evening around 6 p.m. or in that area, Central Time as well.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you for having us. And
No.
I'll see you on the next one.
You're welcome. Hope I hear you again. And everybody in the chat, thank you for